Welcome back to Silver Support Expert. Anyone can climb to gold as support, because it's so easy carrying as support. Why? Players up to gold make so many mistakes. Some will constantly provide you mistakes like their League of Legends charity workers. Some are like pinatas, and more aggressive actions you make, the more rewards you'll get. So, all we supporters have to do is constantly search for the gold, and strike when and where the enemy is weak. Because that's the true meaning of a fair fight, right? In this matchup, it's Caitlyn and Morgana versus Lucian and Leona. Caitlyn can use her passive, the headshot, to poke us down, and Morgana can do the same with the W and auto attacks. For us, using Lucian's passive and Leona's stun, we have a good burst damage. But because of the range difference in this matchup, they do have the early lane priority. They can clear minions faster and from safer position than us, and therefore should get the level 2 advantage. But like my last video, I try to see if I can pressure them away, but they don't fall for it, so I just back off. This is fine because we didn't get poked down in this process. It's always worth trying if there's no cost, like this. The reason for this engage is our minion wave. It's a pushing wave, so there's more of our minions than the enemies. We know Morgana has W, so she has either Q or the black shield from the level up. If it's Q, this engage on Caitlyn will be successful and the minions will be helping us out. Minions early game is strong as champions, so you must always take them into account. If Morgana has a shield, then I can just back into our turret. Morgana's shield is 28 seconds compared to Leona's E of 12 seconds. So it's your turn again to strike at level 2 when your E returns from cooldown. And what's this? Morgana walks up to gift us a free kill. During the laning phase, unless they're one hit away from dying, don't flash after the enemy, especially after you've taken some lead. If they get low on health without flash, they can't farm properly, and if they back, they lose out on the minion wave, and you can use that extra gold, experience, and flash advantage to get another kill after returning to lane. Unless desperate, be satisfied with small leads, because you can use that to snowball the game. Caitlyn decides to remain in lane for the CS, but you can see that she's zoned out. Both Lucian and I are in good condition and in no rush of recalling, so it's better for us to freeze this wave and seek enemy's mistake. Some may start questioning if Lucian and I are duo because of desynchronization, but no, we're not. But it shows Lucian is capable of spotting enemy's mistake. I got both kills, so I can afford the brutal mobility. Congratulations, you have now become the carry machine. Our mid is still in lane, so as always you roam mid. But as it's a pushing wave and I see Gragas have no intention of ganking mid, I return to lane. Caitlyn does well and set up traps as a barricade. She stands behind it, limiting my engage zone. This is quite a rare sight because Caitlyn players in this elo rarely does this. But this is important. You need to use the traps to zone enemies out, especially when sieging. Morgana once again reacts to my engage and shields Caitlyn. So again, I'll back off like my earlier play, but Morgana uses her Q, freezing her in position while it's being cast. Lucian dashes forward and gets rooted after the dash, and because she's in Lucian's range and my engage, I go for it. This activates Aftershock to tank the damage from Caitlyn, forcing Morgana to flash. Just like before, it's still Leona's turn to engage until Morgana's shield is back from cooldown. Lucian's health is low, but our heal is still unused. But now Morgana stays way out of trouble, so I can't find an opening. But our jungler comes for a gank. Enemies are in safe position, so just a regular engage won't do. I attack the cannon minion in hopes they think it's my E and make a mistake, but they don't. But they do provide an opening soon. Morgana steps forward to cast her Q while her shield is on cooldown, and because I have mobility boots, I can close down the distance. Morgana moves side to side to dodge my E, but I just engage with my Q. This was possible because I knew there was nothing that could stop me from closing down on Morgana. Oh, and when you know your teammate is dead, just run for your life. Don't look back. Their teammates are not your teammates. As I have Lee Sin with me, I help him clear the wave so he resets and stops CS burning. Again, you roam in, then bot. Morgana once again make a mistake. I think she's very generous charity worker. She sees 2v1 in lane, so they have the lane priority. She steps forward to clear the control ward in the bush, but because I'm in the river, she's collapsed on, resulting in a lot of damage. Lucian flashes forward for the last hit, but he's lucky Caitlyn doesn't heal. With Morgana dead, there's no peel for Caitlyn, so as soon as I level up, I ult and Q, killing Caitlyn after the flash. This is in the bot lane, and now I'll show you how to snowball the game. Again, I roam mid, and they don't catch me on Morgana's ward here. A good tip here is to stick to the wall when roaming to stay out of vision for as long as possible. Third time lucky, I see an opportunity and gank. I Q first for guaranteed CC, ult and E. I save my E for last because Q ult is enough CC chain for E, and use E to follow them in case they flash like this Lissandra. And at this point, I think this bot lane just lost it because they don't see Lee Sin arriving. This ward was well placed by Morgana. They saw me ganking mid and saw Lee Sin ganking bot, but they failed to take advantage of it. Having seen Morgana's generosity, Caitlyn gets jealous and starts giving out free kills. Any tanky champion with CC can dive you, so unless you have some method of counter-attacking, at least like a flash, just stay way back. Because your life is worth more than these few CS. And they have a charity campaign going on. Gragas volunteers for the kill. He's without flash and yet uses E, his only escape onto E. And you can see this is where the effect of my roam is truly shown. Because I've been constantly roaming mid, Lissandra would have likely pinged bot for not pinging enemy is missing. So now, every time I'm out of sight, enemy bot lane has to ping. So just by entering the river, it restricts enemy mid laner from doing anything against our mid. And this will frustrate their mid laner even more. If I was in Morgana's position, this bot lane is over anyway. She being in lane doesn't change anything. So it's actually recommended to just help other lanes. If you're not going to roam, you have to take my roaming opportunities to fight 2v1 in lane. But the word of bot lane generosity has spread to our jungler as well. Lucian makes a mistake here of moving away from me, resulting in getting hit by Caitlyn ult. And ultimately dying to Gragas. But he would have survived if he didn't get hit by that. Because we got the enemy jungler, we're free to roam into the enemy jungle and search for camps. The advantage of doing so is that it slows down enemy jungler growth while speeding up your jungler. If it's safe, always check for the enemy camps so that your teammates can take it. Make sure you ward the main objectives, the Baron and Dragon, at all times. This can be in the form of warding that side of the enemy jungle, or the actual objective like this. In this case, because enemy mid turret is still available and we cannot set up a ward on it, it provides the enemy with an unseen entrance. Therefore, I just ward the objective itself. Now, because we got both top and bot turrets, the next easy objective to take is mid. And because our bot lane is so fed, we can just group and look for a fight. If you have a game that you'd like me to analyze, you can email the replay to me. The details are in the description below. That'll be it for today. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you again next time.